So I went through the 8 challenges of project management, and I'd love for you to just real quickly say, this is where you can solve that. Number 1, defining clear goals and scope.
When you're organizing a meeting in Microsoft Teams, you can actually go to the agenda section below as you're scheduling the meeting. So you can set these bullet points of what you're trying to accomplish ahead of time, copy the loop component, send it to people, and they know what you're going to be meeting about in advance. They can prepare. They can even add notes to it. Again, this is a live collaborative platform with Loop.
Yeah.
Checklists in OneNote potentially.
Sure.
Let's make sure we're asking all the right questions. We're all human and not going to remember to ask every single thing. So when we're scoping something out and getting all those requirements, let's make sure we ask all those good questions and capture that in OneNote. And then when the project goes live, we have all that information ready to roll in our new team.
Collaboration and communication.
Hands down, yeah. I mean, that's what Teams is all about.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Loop, Planner, Teams, channels, all of it.
Microsoft is actually a powerhouse with document collaboration as well.
Oh,
So
yes.
you have that Teams channel structure.
Yep.
You have a files tab. Put all your documentation in there. Everybody can access it, and you can, make live updates to that documentation as you go. People can be on the same document, live collaborating at the same time. So if any of our friends watching this are still using an old file server, they're really missing out with their file lockouts. They should really be in Microsoft 365 and live collaborating on documents as well.
Resource management.
I would say planner first. Let's make sure that we're spreading our tasks out that match how much capacity someone has and the velocity that we're going to go on this project.
Sure.
And then just the chat tool is one of my favorites.
Okay.
It's a very simple thing, but sometimes we still find that there are people out there that are not using their calendars. And so when you have a Microsoft account, you have a calendar.
Managing time and deadlines.
Calendar.
Planner.
Okay.
With due dates,
Yeah.
Because they sync together.
Risks and uncertainty.
I would say if you had that good checklist from the get-go when we were scoping, do we also have something we ran through of common risks? Did we run through that? Did we capture that when we scoped it?
Yeah.
Kind of starts on that front end.
And I would even argue on that side, like you want as many eyes on that as possible to be able to evaluate the risks.
Yeah.
So the collaboration space of Loop and Planner might give us a little bit more opportunity to handle that risk side of things as well.
Let's not forget that if you have like an initial scoping call or discovery meeting with a client, you can record and transcribe and Copilot that thing. So you can actually come away with just even asking Copilot what were the concerns that came up during this call, and immediately within a few seconds you have a good list that you can work from.
Handling change and adaptation.
I think part of that is the responsiveness to something when it happens. An email could sit there for a day or two, but if you send someone an instant message in Teams, they're likely to see it and reply right away. So that's going to be keeping your communications going a lot faster and keep you flexible.
Loop, I think, is for me is so key. Like if there's a change in scope or whatever and you're communicating, whether that's and it could be Teams channel, client comm, right? That kind of stuff. That's a big one.
Totally agree. Whichever flavor moves the fastest with your team's choice.
How about stakeholder expectations?
Boy, I just love a good collaborative meeting for that.
I was going to say just the Teams meeting.
Teams meeting,
Yeah.
right? Let's just have a clear conversation. Let's talk about all of it and make sure they feel heard and seen.
I haven't done this personally, but I've heard of people using like a spreadsheet to track key stakeholders.
Yeah.
So you could have something like that and just attach it as a tab in the Teams channel.
Yeah.
So you can put any kind of document you want out there, or use Microsoft List if you want to track stuff like that too.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a lot of options for that.
Technological integration.
Teams.
Yeah.
The Teams hub.